Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. I am Hilal Mulyadi from Biotechnology 2019. Um, Here I want to presentate about a journal. The journal from Mendels. The title is Mendels Law of Heredity. This journal is classic journal. What is Mendels Law? Mendels Law is the law of heredity. The law of heredity. There is rolled out principle of heritance, the characteristic in organisms. It's like if you want to make some experiment about heredity, so you must know about Mendels Law, because Mendels Law is the law of heredity for this era. History of Mendels Law. History of Mendels Law. This is have some uniques, because Mendels is not biology, but he is from mathematics, psychics, and chemistry. But he want to know about biology. Biology, like heredity. So he makes some experiment about heredity. So this Mendels Law first discovery by scientist Gregor Johann Mendel, and from he discovery this experiment. So he discovery was announced in Science Society. Science Society is like friends of Gregor Johann Mendel. But this law is not be accept this law is not accept be what, but this discovery not be achieved by Science Society, because the Darwinian theory then occupied the center of the scientific stage. So because the Darwinian theory is then occupied the center of scientific stage. So the Science Society wants Mendel to prove this experiment about heredity. So Mendel's proved rightness of his theory. So this theory can be attained from the scientific stage. Next, contents of Mendels Law. Contents of Mendels Law is many from the journal and hard to be understanding. So I want to make this be a simple. Wrote on his book. The title is Mendels Law of Heredity. Mendels explained if Mendels Law Mendel explained if Mendel's law divided into part, segregation and sortation. Next, segregation. Segregation is establishment of gametes, the stem of genes that the allele couple will be spared till every gamete except one gene from mother. Every two genes in gametes can be encoded with dominant gene and recessive gene. It's like what? So it's one the number one of Mendels law is tell if one gamete is be consists from two genes is gene dominant and gene recessive. The next is sortation. The second of Mendels law explain if two individuals have a two or more character, so heritance one couple character, independent with couple of character order. It's law tell if two individuals have two different, so be heritance her son be two different with two character. So this because two independent and two character because have a two character, so this is have a two gene code. Next, pattern heritance character of Mendels law. Pattern heritance is usually called pattern of heredity. This experiment do with Archies plant and divided by two part, monohybrid and dihybrid. This Archies plant, Archies plant is this experiment of Archies plant have two different character is like skin like a skin texture and skin color. So this Archies plant have a pattern of heredity. The pattern of heredity is number one is monohybrid. It's crossing in one different character and one more different. It's like mother have one different with the other. So to be son have one character different. The hybrid is crossing of two couple chromosome and two mark different. One allele not only heritance one character organism coincide some character order can be heritance. So the hybrid is tell is if individual can make can have two different character. So he have not so he have two mark. So it's like number two of Mendels law, segregation. Not sortation. Next, definition of Mendels law. Definition as of Mendels law. In 1910, scientists T.H. Morgan discovered many genes in chromosome fruit flies. This case deviates of Mendels Law should have only 4 chromosomes. We know if in Mendels Law tell if one organism it should have only 4 chromosomes, but different with fruit flies. Fruit flies have many chromosomes, and have 500 chromosomes. It, Number one of deviation is atavism. This deviation happen coxcomb have a different type that is pea, walnut, rose, and single. Atavism is have an chicks or a head of chicks. Cryptomeri in this deviation hidden a gene dominant if consists with gene dominant order. This is like gene dominant and gene dominant order be hidden. So this gene dominant be hidden by gene dominant order, that is called cryptomeri. So polymeric is condition when there is have some gene consist alone can influence. This condition happen on the seed have a red color variant. It's like condition of the seed have a red color but variant. So this is some gene consist alone can influence. That is cause. Epistasis. Epistasis is a gene serves to cover the activity of other genes or not belongs allele. The gene covered by epistasis is called hypostasis. Epistasis divided in 3 parts. That is epistasis recessive, epistasis dominant, and epistasis mix of recessive and dominant. Gene complementor. Gene complementor is condition when gene consisting alone and induce anomaly. For the example, if gene T don't accompanied with gene B dominant, so induce them. It's like if you okay, we maybe just it what I can tell about Mendels Law of heredity. I'm sorry with what's wrong in my presentation. Assalamualaikum.